Straight.
Man, episode 3 of Kwame Cast that we on. I'm blessed to have this special man on set because today happened to be a special day for him, and it's Saturday, Sabbath day. Whoa, happy birthday! It's a birthday.
Yeah,
happy birthday!
Thank you, man. Thank you.
What's the deal? What's the plan?
I don't really know, but then initially I just didn't want to do anything extra. I just didn't want to do anything extra.
Okay.
But then, like, I have a couple of friends who wanted to show me love, so we decided to. Initially, we decided to jeez. Yeah. So I didn't want to have anything like dinner or something like that, but so we decided to chill at home, cook, chill with the guys, and then later on in the night we'll just go to a bar and then be there for some time and then leave to the club. But then not knowing, all my friends also had their own plans, and then it's got crazy because now I have to cancel some of my plans.
Hey.
So with Fegi wanted to take me out for dinner first, but then I have to cancel his plan. And then Collins also wanted to come over and cook. I have to cancel his.
Hey.
And Ranks wanted us to go to the park, and I was like, nah, I'm sorry. Because I was canceling all these plans because, one of my friends, he can be out with us tonight, so I have to make time for him during the day, Kingsley. So yeah.
Shout out to Kingsley.
Yeah. So he told me last night that he has plans for me, he wants to take me out to this restaurant, and I was like, which restaurant? But he was like, nah, chill, it's a surprise. So I have to call all those guys and cancel everything, and I was like, okay, so I have to be with Kingsley and his wife during the day, and then later on we'll just the guys will just come around.
Man, you are a special one, man. Superstar.
Oh, nah,
because almost all the class have something special for you, and it means that you are a very good person. And for people to organize parties and taking you out, I feel blessed to have you on set. Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm on. On this set, we clap for each other, so you gotta clap for yourself. This is Kwame Cast.
And I'm honored to be here, man. I'm honored to be here.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Man. All right. So today happy to be the 3rd episode of this podcast, and now we're going to talk something special about nightlife.
Right.
Nightlife in Beijing. But before we start from Beijing, I know you came from a different province.
Yeah.
So can you give us, let us know where you came from and why you moved to Beijing?
All right. So first of all, I will say hello to all your viewers, and I'm so honored to be here.
This is Kwame Cast.
Yeah. So, talking about nightlife in China, specifically Beijing. But before I moved to Beijing, I was in Shandong, a city called Dongying. I was there for 2 years before I moved to Beijing. And Beijing is the capital, so obviously things are quite different from other provinces. So when I was in Shandong, we didn't have a lot of foreigners. There were not a lot of foreigners. Just a couple of guys from Ghana and I think Cameroon, and the rest were whites. So everything was quite different. Going to the club, it was mainly Chinese clubs. And in Chinese club, what they do is they play this electric kind of music, and
house music,
and we will go to the club, and then it's gonna be you'll find yourself being in the midst of about 200, 300 Chinese, and then you realize you are 5, 6 foreigners. The experience is quite different. Yeah. So I was used to that for 2 years. In life, everything that when you first do it looks very weird, but as time goes on, you get used to it. So I was used to that kind
system.
of, yes. And then later, I think somewhere in 2017 August, I moved to Beijing. So when I came here, I used to talk to this friend, and then I was like, yeah, I'm here in Beijing now, I want to go out. And then she was like, yeah, I can introduce you to this guy, he's from Ghana as well. And then he's a PR in one of the biggest clubs here in Beijing, that's Mix. So I was like, okay, so yeah. she gave me the person's contact. He was like, I contacted him, and then was like, okay. He gave me the address. Boom! I just got into the taxi, and then straight from where I live to, it was like 23 minutes from where I live. So I got to the club, and then the first time, like, I was surprised. Like, I thought it was gonna be like just a normal vibe in Shandong. But the moment I got into the club, man, it was so crazy, so crazy. Like, for the first time, seeing a lot of black people partying at the same place for the first time in 2 years.
The feeling was different.
It was crazy, like, you know, and you know, they were playing like Afrobeat, hip hop, lovers rock, dancehall, you know.
But in Shandong, what kind of music they were playing though?
Yeah, in Shandong they had like, you know, it was like
house music.
Like electric music where the beats go like bang, 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 you know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
And then they used to play like a little bit of hip hop. A little bit of hip hop, but more of pop music and stuff like that, you know, Chinese. Yeah. So the first time, like, me getting to be in a mix of a lot of black people, like people from, you know, the Caribbean, people from like US, UK, Africa, it was a whole different vibe. Man.
So you felt like you were lost some way back. You were lost
way
back.
Man, it was so crazy. It was so crazy. Like seeing people who look just like me and having fun together. Man, it was so crazy, man.
So crazy. So back in Shandong, on the during Friday, what does the scene look like during Friday?
All right, so
on Fridays, the scene.
Yeah, so in Shandong, like, it's a chilled city, not too many people. I think the population there at that time was like 2 million.
In Shandong?
In Shandong, the city that I used to live in, like in Dongyan.
2 million?
2 million.
Anyway, this is China.
And you know, when you say 2 million in other countries, it's like a lot of people. But here in China, 2 million is nothing. It's nothing. As compared to Beijing, like 20-something million here in Beijing. So
Beijing population is almost like my country.
Exactly. So like, being a city of 2 million people, it's not a lot, and it was so peaceful. So like, on a Friday night, you won't see anything. You just been indoors. You only have the vibe of a Friday night, unless when you go out.
Okay.
You know, so that's where. And like, back then we had a club mainly for foreigners, and then you go to the club and you realize there are like only 10, 15 foreigners. And
the feeling is different.
It's different. It's just like chill vibe, and then I feel like people are not that open. So whatever you do, people keep looking at you like, what is he drinking? What is he doing? What kind of dance is this? What kind of music is this? You know.
Welcome to China.
It was awkward, you know. Yeah. So.
All right. So take us through Beijing situation.
In the capital, like, things are quite different. Like, you get to meet a lot of people. A lot of people from different backgrounds, so you get to know, like, meeting people from different backgrounds means they are coming with, you know, their way of life, culture, so you get opportunity to, you know, be diverse, you know. So Beijing is the place to be. Like, when I got here, I was like, why have I been spending this whole time in Shandong? Like, I keep asking myself, wasting my time. Yeah, I keep asking myself, like, so I was like, man, this is the place, because a lot of opportunities here, like, you know,
opportunities like
a lot. No, not necessarily. Like, talking about chilling, having fun. Yes, of course, yeah, because there are a lot of places for you to go. Like, you get opportunity to go to like the Latino bar.
That's right.
The hip hop bar.
That's right.
You know, the Chinese.
That's right. Latino bars. I don't even know we have Latino bars.
Oh, there are a lot of stuff here. Like,
which bar do you have again?
A lot. Russian
That's
clubs.
Right. Russian clubs. Latinos.
The Arabs. You know, the Arabian.
Have Arabs in Beijing.
Like, people from the Middle East and the Central middle people from the Middle East. Like, you know, there are a lot of restaurants. Like,
have you ever been to the Arab club before?
No, not like a club, but like, we have like a pub where
you see those people.
You see those people,
Okay.
So like, there's this place. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's this place around San Leto.
Oh, okay.
The
she likes to go underground.
Oh, underground. Oh, I see.
Oh, that's a sellout.
Mhm.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, you know, at these places you meet a lot of people from, you know, the Arab countries and
Experience you will never forget.
Right. So yeah, I remember this.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this one time we went to the club and I was with two guys from Madagascar.
Okay.
Yeah, because we used to study in the same school, and then like the moment we got there, I don't know what happened. There was this guy who keeps pushing my friend, and my friend was like, "No, stop, stop,
Oh.
stop!" Like I don't know what was going on.
Really?
This guy was pushing. He was drunk.
Okay.
And then my friend would tell him, stop what you do. He was like, yeah, you, I know you, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what this guy. And then from nowhere, like the security,
Mhm.
they were like watching
What
the
is
whole
going
thing.
on?
Yeah. So they told the guy to stop.
Okay.
They told the guy to stop, but the guy kept on doing it.
Doing what?
And then they took the guy. I don't know where they took the guy to. Like I heard they took him to the underground part, and then like they disciplined him.
Oh.
So
Oh,
I think
so. Does it mean that when you misbehave in the club, the security people discipline you for real?
yeah, of course they can sometimes throw you out, but when they realize you are causing a scene, like
Okay.
trying to disturb other people, they are going to discipline you. So like, I think after 3 weeks, I met the guy again, and then he was like, "Yo, bro, you know the way this guy disciplined me, I don't think I'm going to
That club
mess up."
again.
Yeah. He was like, "I don't think I'm going to mess up. You know, going to disturb people ever again." So yeah, that's quite an experience.
Well, my thing is, when you know you cannot control yourself too much, when you go to the club, don't drink too much.
Yeah.
Because you know
Yeah.
definitely you're gonna pass out, do things you don't you
Yeah,
will
you
regret
don't really know
later.
what to do, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So this is the nightlife in Beijing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So if you should recommend a club to someone, which club would you recommend? And why would you recommend such club?
All right, so before the whole pandemic, like the biggest club here was Mix.
Mix, okay.
And then like due to the pandemic, all the clubs were closed.
Closed,
Yeah,
of
so
course.
for some time, and then now I heard where Mix and Vix, where they used to be, like they are under construction and stuff, so they closed all the clubs down. So new clubs, emerged, and then like there was underground, and then now there's Havana,
That's right.
Saint Domingo.
Your favorite?
Nah, really. Okay, so now, yeah, so Havana is the place to be because I feel like people relate more to Havana because of the music, the kind of people that come around, and I feel like the alcohol is like original,
Original alcohol.
because some of the clubs you just go drink something and then you just pass out, like it's crazy. The
Oh.
following day you go to deal with hangover, high days and stuff like that. So it's crazy. So you just have to know where you have to you be, to get good drinks and stuff
Okay.
like that. So
Okay,
Yeah,
good
yeah,
drinks.
yeah, yeah,
So Havana.
Havana is
And,
the place to be.
Okay,
right
give me your top 5.
now. My top 5 for the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely Havana being the first.
Okay.
2, I think Mango. Mango is like it's like they have this rooftop place where people can just chill, have dinner.
Okay.
And then I think the second floor is where people normally organize their own
Events and
stuff.
stuff.
And then the down part is like they have a club scene and a bar. So it's like all in one, yeah. And third is underground. Underground used to be like top, like until Havana came into the scene. So I feel like people, people want to explore new places. So like now, it's like people don't really patronize it like that, So yeah, and then the third and the fourth one is I'll say 1/3 is a Chinese club. It's a Chinese club. The reason why I don't really like the Chinese club like that because of the music. I can't relate. But
okay.
if you want to have the feeling of being into like an international club, like those clubs that you see in the movies and stuff, like the real club, I feel like 1/3 have this kind of the settings, they have this scene where and then the last the last word. I would put Saint Domingo. Why do I want to put Saint Domingo? So yeah, before Havana taking over, it was Saint Domingos, yeah. And then Saint Domingos, I think they are a little bit racist, right?
Oh, okay.
They don't treat their black PR as well. So it was the place to be before. But then they started
there's a lot of black guys working there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So there was this guy who used to work there, and then he was good at what he does. So like a lot of people used to go there, and then like just because I heard they didn't treat him well, so he decided to leave. And the moment he left,
a lot
like
of
the place was like fucked up. Yeah, but it was okay back then. But I heard now it's still popping.
Of course, you know, black people change the scenes all the time.
Of course.
Because definitely, if I will go to the club, I will definitely go because Ben is there.
Yeah.
I will definitely go because this guy is there.
Yeah.
I will definitely go because I see my fella in that club.
Yeah.
And that pulls the African community to all the clubs.
Yeah.
But here is the case that he gets mistreated badly. Definitely, the audience will shift. Of course.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like here, you know, the moment the black guys be like, oh, so this is the club pub.
Yes.
This is the place to be. Automatically, everybody will be there.
That's the black love.
Everybody will be there.
We do our best to show our black love all the time.
So it's always like that.
But what about the music, the DJ? Way back in Shandong, did you guys have like what do you call it?
So talking about the music, it's totally different. You know, I wouldn't describe it being bad because like other people enjoy it.
Okay.
But for me being a black, I listen to every kind of music, but then I relate more to Afrobeat,
Afrobeat.
So like the moment I go to a place and they start playing the other kind of music, other genre of music, I feel like what is going on? But Beijing, you can relate, you know, it's the place to be. I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
So what have you been telling your friends back in Shandong ever since you go?
All right,
to Beijing?
so sometimes when we have like holidays for like long holidays for like 1 week or maybe 5 days, they don't want to come around.
Okay.
So the moment they come, like,
you want to
be
take
like,
them
yo.
through.
Even yesterday, right? Yesterday I went to you know Salito to have a haircut, and then later on I called Collins and he said he was at a Harlem restaurant, you know that Lebanese restaurant.
Yeah.
So I went there, and he was with a guy from Nanjing.
That's right.
And then so whilst we were just there, he was just sitting, you know, at the embassy area.
Yeah.
And then he saw like a lot of foreigners going up and down. So I heard him on the close like, yo, bro, this is the place to be, man. We are wasting our time in Nigeria. You know, so it's a whole different vibe.
Like he's in the county where you don't see your own people.
It's like, even in Ghana, it's like you be in a place that, let's say, somewhere in central region, and then one day you decide to go to Accra and have fun. You know, it's a whole different vibe.
I understand your feeling because at the time that I went to Shanghai with Kulio, myself and Kulio, we were talking like, wow, man, Shanghai is a different vibe altogether.
Yeah.
Foreigners everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Restaurants, hotels, everywhere you see them working. So when you go to any setup, you are comfortable because you see your fellow black person working there. And the clubs over there is a cluster, like a cluster style, and so many clubs. So you go here, you don't feel it. You move to the next one. You move, so you can be at one particular place and you can go through almost about 15, 20, 25 clubs at the same time.
Jeez.
Yes.
That's crazy.
So when we got there, Kulio was like, "Oh, this is a different vibe altogether." You can just buy a drink in this club, and then you take the drink to the next club and just
it's
chill.
a section.
Yes.
Wow.
It's just a cluster of club. So I understand your point. The vibe is different. The vibe is different. So we are about to wrap it up, and we'll be coming back with the second episode of the nightlife and your experience so far you've had in Beijing. In Beijing, would you say that one way or the other you regret a certain incident that happened? Like something that you went through that a particular night at this club, man. Damn. If I get that chance again, I wouldn't have repeated. Done it.
Let me think. I don't think so because I like to have fun, but I'm extra careful. Like there's a saying back home that if you know where you're coming from, you know where you go. Yeah, you know what to do. You know where you're going. What I've noticed is that people like that don't really have much freedom back home. So the moment they get here, with no parental control and stuff like that, they lose their head and
they lose themselves.
Yeah. So like I've come across a lot of people who are like, when you start talking to them, you realize they were like a different kind of people, like different kind of character back home. But the moment they get here, it's like here, the society don't really frown against certain things. So like people feel like they have the freedom
to explore.
It's okay to explore, I understand, but you have to, because for instance, I didn't even know how to drink like that before I came to China, and
now you do.
So now like when I drink just a little alcohol, I just get carried away, and I don't really like the feeling the day after, like dealing with hangover and stuff like that. So I know when to stop. But then there are a lot of people who don't know that thing. Like the moment they see alcohol, they just drink. and there are a lot of things that one thing that people do forget is that it's just a phase. You're having fun for a couple of hours. You have maybe work, you have to go to school, there's a place that you have to be. So don't try to one night of you having fun going to affect the following day,
movement, all together.
So yeah, it's people just lose their head, and that's why like I was talking to my little sister the last time. I was like, oh, when I complete my bachelor's, I want to come here for my master's. And I was like, nah. And I was like, why? I can see you having fun on social media and stuff like that. I was like, yes, I know where I'm from, because you're a kid. If you don't take time, if you come here, you're going to lose
yourself.
It's very hard to control yourself.
So yeah, nobody controls you.
Nobody controls
when
you. Like
you travel, nobody controls you.
Like
yes.
Back home, even if
I get a feeling,
aside your parents telling you to do certain things, people from your neighborhood can even tell you, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah.
But over here, no.
Nobody cares. Like
no.
Nobody cares.
That's abroad life.
Nobody cares.
Abroad lifestyle. Yeah. All right. So what? The last one I want to talk about is about the police.
Yeah.
The Chinese police.
Yeah.
Do they trip in to check a couple of things sometimes? So that's what I heard.
Yeah. And big ups to the police when it comes to that. Like for me, growing up, I always like, because I know I don't do anything illegal, so I like wherever there's security, I like it much, because now here we're living in a country where they really frown against their street rules, and I feel like if you go by the rules, you're free to go.
You're free to go.
But always
just abide by the rules.
Just abide by the rules and regulations. It's everywhere. Just abide by it, and then you are good to go. But you always find people who are like, who feels like, oh, I have to break the rule, So normally when you are out and like people, some of the guys from other countries and other continents decide to do like drugs and stuff like that just to come have fun.
That's why it becomes
like
problem.
The police always are also on their toes, and it's a good thing. So they will and one thing that I like about them is when they are tracking someone, when they come to the location, they will just come direct straight to the person and take the person out.
Yes.
As compared to other countries, they will decide to get everybody and investigate. But here, they will make sure that they are on point. So even if you are like about 1,000 people at the same place, they will just come in and get that specific, person.
The police are.
Yeah. I think 2018, I was with a friend at Salito around Taikoli.
Okay.
And then we were just having fun at the bar. The moment, for a second, we saw like the whole, like 3-4 cars and then the police just packed. They came out, so I was scared. Like, they just went straight to the bar and then
Grab the
arrested
person.
one guy, and then
That's
so
it.
later on realized, oh, the guy was into drugs. So I was
Drugs.
like, wow. Yeah,
All right.
so,
Thank you very much for passing through.
Yeah,
Brother,
I'm honored to be
I
here.
appreciate you for the 3rd episode.
Yeah.
And we coming back with another episode with my man.
Watch
Craig.
out.
All right.
Watch out.
So tonight, where are we heading to tonight?
Yeah, I have
What's
to
the
see
lineup?
1 or 2 people.
Look at the
and
way
then-
she's laughing because she's getting ready.
right from here, right from here, I'll be going back home, and then I have to get ready for a dinner with some of my friends. I think from 4 to 7, and then I have to come back home, change, and then we go to Mango, and then we'll meet the guys. And then
Hey.
from there, we'll go to Havana.
That's
and then
right.
we'll see how it goes.
That's
yeah.
right. Take it easy.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, my
Oh
brother.
man, thank you.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And this is
Yeah.
Kwame Cast.
All right,
Salute. We
we
out.
out.